Boom! Here we are, season 8. God, sounds weird. Episode 5. Yeah, we're bringing you some classic cocktails. Unbelievable. Everyone's just, Paul, you got to be running out of cocktails. Nay, nay, we still have more cocktails. And every time we go somewhere and we're on an adventure, lo and behold, we find another one. And this one, we're bringing you from Vegas, although it has nothing to do with Vegas other than we were just in Vegas and we had it there. So anyway, folks, it's season 8, episode 5, and we're bringing you the Quarantine Mexican Firing Squad cocktail. What? That sounds made up. Well, it literally was made up. But like in 1930, yeah, come on, folks. Blue Monkey Quarantina. Only business is monkey business and firing squad stuff. Usual. Anyway, come on. Let's make a cocktail. Oh, is your show them the new artwork? Oh. Oh, geez, she did it. Hold on. We're here, people. Just give us a second. Not that one. You hit the wrong button. I don't know what you did. But now you're in camera. Now you're off camera. Mic's on. Your mic's on. Check, check.
Check, check.
Check, check. All right, folks, here we are, season 8, episode 5.
Do I need that one on?
No.
Just that button on.
Correct.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, now we're rocking. We're cruising. So here's what happens. Last week, we went to Vegas. Vegas, baby. I'm wearing my Vegas cocktail t-shirt. Little fun off the strip place we found a couple years ago. Anyway, that's not what the show's about. The show's about
Hi, Bethy.
Vegas this trip. So we went, this was the ultimate 21st birthday celebration for Mr. Max. Can't say young Max anymore. I guess he's young, but it's Mr. Max. And it was Mr. Max and Miss Elizabeth. And we took them to Vegas to celebrate the 21st birthday. 3 things on a list.
Yeah.
Blackjack, steak, and cocktails.
Yeah.
That was it. And that was the trip. I mean, you know what? I will tell you, there's something to be said, meeting your son at 7 a.m. to hit the blackjack tables on the last day. I mean, that's I'm just saying, it's a fun little thing to do. So we did a lot of stuff. Got to play a lot of blackjack, went to some great steakhouses, had some great Chinese. And anyway, it's the one night out, we decided we're going to go off strip. We had learned of a great steak place that was more local than anything. And it's called the Cleaver. So if you're ever out in Vegas, check out the Cleaver. Although we said we weren't going to tell a lot of people because it's so good, we don't want everybody to. I think they'll be fine. Make a reservation. It was a Tuesday night we went? No. Monday night. Monday night, packed. And make a reservation. It's a kind of a speakeasy type feel. Would that be the right way? Booths, just anyway, great. But not only did they have it's a steakhouse and butcher shop, so they got their own meats, everything's great. But here's the best part. Well, at least it ended up being, they have this fantastic cocktail menu.
Yeah.
And it's broken up into kind of like historical eras. So they have a pre-prohibition section of the menu. They have a tiki section and they have a prohibition section.
They also had an 80s section.
They did have an 80s. Matter of fact, they had the porn star martini. Did you see it on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And penicillin and I forget, there was another one.
The airplane.
Yeah.
So anyway, one of the fun things was Max Lou said, "Hey, let's get a cocktail." We said, "Yeah, twisting arms. Well, let's get a cocktail." And Max orders the Mexican Firing Squad cocktail, and I was in awe because he had actually had it's a tequila cocktail, and he'd had a tequila cocktail the night before. Wasn't the biggest fan of it,
No.
and it was a little heavy.
Yeah.
So going for two, loved it, and it was fantastic. And I said, you know what? I want to find out the history on it. I'm going to put it on the show. Voila! Here we are, folks. It is the Mexican Firing Squad cocktail. Yes, you got to go back to the 1930s. This was one of the prohibition cocktails, which I feel like we're about to hit the prohibition here in Ohio. We just outlawed hemp alcohol,
THC
THC infused
beverages.
alcohol. So we had a law written to allow it, and the governor was just like, nope, you can't have it anymore. So I feel like we have like this mini prohibition going on in Ohio. Anyway, that's another story for another day.
Not our drink of choice.
No, but
However,
still,
I do feel for. I don't want.
we know the people that work there and run that. And anyway, another story. Back to the 1930s. Charles H. Baker, actually, he's writing a book. It's called The Gentleman's Companion. It gets published in 1939. And what this is, he's not a bartender, and he's not out there like trying to get all these cocktail recipes. He's going places to find drinks and bring these worldwide cocktails to people everywhere. And that's how this one goes. This book is actually one of the volumes. It was a two-volume book. One of the volumes was called An Exotic Drinking Book. Now that's good because if you know anything about all these bartender books they wrote in the past, not real great at the naming. I mean, there's some really bad. I'm gonna give it to him an exotic drinking book. I'm looking for
That's
this
exotic.
one. I'm gonna get this one. So enter late 1930s, right before the book is published. He's making a trip to Mexico City, and he's there with a traveling companion, and they are going to bars, but they have chaperones, and they're kind of going to these hoity-toity, like really like, oh, we're going to take you to the great, nicest, bars we have in Mexico City. Well, he and his companion, they break free one night and they go out on their own and they end up at this bar. Get ready for it. Uh, La Cucaracha. Yeah. Matter of fact, the pull up the if you do the image, this is the actual image of the bar because he describes it in his book. It's a little cockroach wearing a tux and smoking a cigar.
That's fantastic.
And that is La Cucaracha, which translates to cockroach. Yeah. Oh, we've got it all, people. And anyway, now the place, it's not like the name does not represent because it's not seedy. He's loves this place. And matter of fact, he describes that this place it's on point. They've got a cocktail menu of like 40 classic cocktails on their menu. So he's like, all right, we're in the right spot. And they decide to order this Mexican Firing Squad cocktail, and it's a hit. He loves it, throws it in the book, and anyway, for Paul's here, yeah, there's a drink. I promise you. Not only is there a drink, you ready for this? Got that. Shelby, get ready for it.
Oh my goodness.
I found them.
Where'd you find them?
Well, I didn't find them. I went and got them. I had to get more tins. If anybody's interested in purchasing a lovely tin, let me know. I'll get you one. Anyway, so let's make this. We haven't made a good mixed drink in a while. You know that, Shell?
Yep.
So let's do it. So start off with some tequila. It specifically says you want a Blanco tequila. So it's actually not what I have, so I didn't mean to really say that. But anyway, tequila. You're going to go with about 2 ounces. And then one for Shelby.
How to do picture in picture?
You do remember?
No. Is it up here? On?
Try it. Yeah. Except that's, hey! All right, that's good. All right, or not. Whatever you want to do. You be you.
Oh, hold on. Wait, I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah?
There we go. All right.
All right. Hey, we got it. So there it is. 2 ounces of tequila. Then you're coming in with 3/4 ounce of grenadine. people, again, don't be afraid of your grenadine. Remember, this is pomegranate syrup. It's quite delicious. It brings a tartness um, to it. And then 3/4 ounces of lime juice. Of course, fresh squeezed, right?
Of course.
Of course. Bear with me.
We're
Prepared
very.
garnishings in. Prepared. Uh-oh. Could have been a disaster. Could have been a disaster, but it wasn't. All right. Let's see what kind of limes we got here today. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Need one more. 3/4 per. All right, we got it. We're going to get there. Shelf, don't worry. And you're stressing over this.
I am so stressing.
All right, there's your lime juice, fresh squeezed, 4 dashes Angostura bitters.
Those look like some hefty dashes.
Those are, I mean, normally you're 2 to 3. This is specific to 4. So it's going to give it a little, punch as well. And then, we're finally taking a drink. It's been a while. I got on this run where I really wanted to do the old, let's just mix in a glass so I don't have to do a lot of dishes and be lazy. But nope.
That's it.
All right. Then we're going to come in. We're going to ice up those rocks glasses. It smells good. You can smell it, can't you?
Yep. Yeah, it smells refreshing.
Garnish. How about a little lime wheel right on top? On Max's, it was funny because they did the old hit them with the old fake dehydrated, and wasn't a big fan of that.
No, he was not.
I'll tell you what they didn't have there, and we're gonna do it. We got a lot of traveling coming up. Little emergency, people, just a little emergency. Saving Lives, Prohibition, 1939. Also in the book, Gentleman's Companion to Staying Healthy. And another separate. Never mind. And there's a cough. There you go. So there it is. That is your quarantine Mexican firing squad. Let me see what we got here. Oh, yes. Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, the bitters make a difference.
They really do, right?
Yeah, a little dimension.
Yeah, so anyway, tart, but really smooth. The bitters kind of round out the sweetness.
Yeah.
That's really good cocktail. I can see why Max really liked it.
Yeah.
So that's quite curious.
That would be great with a mezcal as well.
There's a version of it, a newer version, where they use a mezcal to give it that smokiness. So that is absolutely an option. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a really, really great. What they say is that this drink is kind of, if margarita and Paloma, this is kind of right in the middle of those two. A matter of fact, some people in the 8 minutes of research say that this is actually Mexico's second most famous cocktail that they've had ever made.
Interesting.
So there it is.
It's delicious.
Mexican Firing Squad, if you're ever out there, order one. Oh my God, that's good.
Yeah, it is.
So Here's what I like about Baker. As I read more about him, his book grew out of his belief. This is what he said: the most interesting people in the world. This is not a commercial. The most interesting people in the world cared deeply when he found with the cultures about food and good drink and the stories around them. So he treated his cocktails, you ready for this, as cultural souvenirs.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. Yep.
Hmm.
He said it's not just a formula in a glass. And a matter of fact, that there's one critique a lot of people said he wasn't the best recipe taker. So some of his recipes have been tweaked a little bit over the years, but he didn't care about that part as much. He said it's more than that, it's a cultural souvenir. It's the story, not just the cocktail. And I'd love that one for this one because really this cocktail will never not remind me of our trip to Vegas at that play at the Cleaver, having steaks, having cocktails, and sitting around and just enjoying the evening.
Agreed.
So, folks, go have your cultural cocktail experience in a glass and, you know, try to remember it. That's my biggest problem. It's probably so many cultural cocktail experiences I can't remember them all. Could be the amount of cocktails or the places. I don't know, but I'm doing a decent job. Folks, anyway, we love you. Cheers to everybody. Go enjoy your cultural cocktail experience in La Cucaracha.
La cucaracha.
We're out.